Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is gonna be I guess you can call it like the battle of the foundations. I don't know, like I know that the packaging is completely different, but I feel like the containers are similar, so I want to test them side by side just because names Nars is an all-day luminous weightless foundation, and then this is a drugstore brand, and now it's in drugstore. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, the Creme shop or the Creme shop, something like that. It's a Korean brand, but they have this foundation, and it's called a Luminous liquid foundation. So I kind of like thought that they were like kind of like similar, or you know what I'm saying, right? But anyways, the Nars foundation, I'm in Barcelona, so I've been using this one. I don't use it every day, but I've been using it, and this is a really good foundation. I love this foundation. And then the Creme shop foundation, I got it in shade 29, but I'm going to show you side by side how the packaging looks like similar. The Nars one is a lot bigger, but the containers are both glass. They both have black tops. The labels on them are black. Like, they look so similar. I hope that they match up pretty well, but I'm going to be testing them side by side. So I'm going to do one side high end, and then the other side drugstore. So the Nars foundation has 1 fluid ounce, and then the Creme, oh sorry, I dropped one of my beauty blenders. But the Creme shop has 1.06 fluid ounces, so you do get a little bit more product. What's weird is that this bottle is actually bigger than this bottle, and this one has a little bit, like slightly a little bit more foundation. But anyways, I'm gonna start off with my skin, and I'm just gonna go in. I haven't moisturized or anything, so I'm gonna just go ahead and go in with the Farsali rose gold elixir oil, and I'm just gonna put it on my hands. I see people put it on their faces. Like, I think that's just super messy. Like, I've tried it, it doesn't work. Well, at least for me, I spill it everywhere, so I'm just gonna put it on my hands and then apply it to my face. If you see my face getting red, my face is just really sensitive. Like, not sensitive, but I get like rosacea. I have rosacea on my cheeks, so anytime it's like messed with or anything, or I put makeup on it, it kind of like flares up a little bit. Not like too bad, but it does turn a lot more red when it's like tampered with or messed with or whatever. I'm dropping everything today, oh my gosh. So anyways, I'm gonna go in with, I've been using the Tatcha silk canvas primer. I don't even know where it is, oh my god. Oh, it's right here. I've been using this this primer, you guys, and it's pretty good. It's been out for like a year, but I just barely or just recently purchased it. So I guess I'm just gonna use my nail and just put the product all over. So I'm gonna rub it in, and you want to use a decent amount, and you want to push it up into the into the skin, like into your pores. Push it up so that way, not like into your pores, but push it up into the skin so that way it works the way it's supposed to. So I like to go up and down, and then I like to kind of just press the product into the skin. And I like it. It feels like really silky. It feels good. So I'm gonna go in with the Nars on my right side. So I'm just gonna pump some on the back of my hand. I'm gonna do 2 pumps just because I'm only doing half of my face. And I'm gonna use this this sponge that I got from Dollar General. I don't know if you watch my snaps on Snapchat, but this sponge is really good. It's really like, it's a dupe for the Beauty Blender. I don't have a black Beauty Blender, but I have this one, so we're just gonna work. Now this foundation, it does give you like a luminous look. Like I've used this foundation several times and I really like this foundation. It's a really good foundation. I'm just hoping that this other foundation from the Creme shop is just as good, because it's half the price. Like it's still kind of pricey for drugstore. Like it's I feel like it's a lot, because when I went to CVS to go purchase it, it was $17.99, and I feel like that's a lot for a drugstore foundation. If you hear any noise, it's just my husband. So anyways, I was talking to my husband. If you hear any noise in the background, it's my husband making noise like always. Oh my gosh, like for real, like. Going in with this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 pumps as well. Ooh, this one's more thick. Like it's more of a thicker consistency compared to the Nars foundation. And I'm gonna go in with this sponge, and this is the Maybelline Sponge, and I feel like it's just as good as the Beauty Blender as well. It's just got a little slant on it. Well, this one I feel like is giving me like more coverage. Crazy. Feels a lot thicker than the Nars one, and I feel like you could probably get away with using 2 pumps for your whole face, because I still have a lot and it's already covered like all of my face. And I got shade 29, and I feel like they're almost similar. I feel like this one's more golden, like a more golden undertone, and then this one's has more of an orange undertone. But we'll see once we do a second layer after the foundation's dry. We'll do a second layer and then just see how they look, once they are dried down, and then with the second layer, if that makes any sense. I'm not making any sense, but I know you can see it, see the difference like in the shades. Like this one's a little bit more on the orange side, this one's more on the yellow, like the golden side. So, but they're both, it looks pretty luminous too. Like you can tell it's got a glowy look to it. So they're both, you see how they both look really similar. Like probably not the color, but the fact that they're both luminous, so I think they both do the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a second layer, and then we'll go on with the other side, on the Nars side, and we'll apply the second layer on that side. So I've used up all the foundation, and I feel like this is a medium to full coverage. I feel like it's buildable, so and I'm just gonna drag it down my neck. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then set it with powders, contour, highlight, all that jazz, and then I'll be back. But as far as the foundations go, I feel like they're both doing the same thing right now. I do have a little, what do you call it, like not a blemish, like a scar from like where I had a pimple like a few weeks ago, and it's not covering, so I'm probably gonna have to go over that area with concealer. But I don't have one on the side that I have the Nars, so I mean, you can't really say if it would have covered, you know, because I don't have any scars on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera, finish my makeup, and then I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I did finish my face makeup off camera, and I feel like they look real similar. Like, comparing the two, I feel like they look very, very similar. They both were tacky. Like, they both had like tackiness to them. Whenever, before I even like set my face or anything, they had like a tackiness to them. So far so good. I like the way the foundations both look. I can't even really tell a difference, not even in the fact that the shades were a little bit different from each other. Like, I feel like they look pretty similar. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, if you can tell or not. But from right now, like looking in both my mirrors, I feel like they look very similar. They don't look any different. They both give off a really pretty luminosity. I like that about these foundations. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I did use the Mario Badescu setting spray in cucumber and green tea. I'm sorry, I'm just like all over the place, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is with these two foundations. It's 2:42 right now, so what I'm gonna do is check in maybe once. If I don't check in, it's just because I got busy, and I was, you know, just because I got busy. And then I'll just go ahead and check in at the end of the day. But so far so good. I feel like they really look very similar. They look really good. I'm really digging both of them. So I'll be back to check in with you guys. Sorry, I'm all scratching my head, like, how gross, right? But I'll be back to check in with you guys and let you know my thoughts, and hopefully they hold up pretty well. Like, I'm liking the way it looks. I don't know, you guys, we might have a dupe here. Hey you guys, so I'm just doing a real quick check-in. Right now it's 5:42. It's only been a couple of hours, maybe like a little over 2 hours, but so far the foundation, both sides are holding up pretty good. Like, they look really good, and I can't really tell a difference from which side is the Nars and which side is the the Creme Shop foundation. Like, they look pretty good. So right now I'm about to go walking at the park, so by then we'll be able to tell how the foundations hold up and if they still look the same or if they oxidize or change colors after I come back from the park. But I will keep you guys posted. See you guys in a few hours, and yeah. Alright you guys, so it's the end of the night. It's about 11:40 at night. So I've had these two foundations on for, let's see, about 8 hours. I've had these foundations on for, and I feel like they held up pretty well. I feel like they both as far as the color difference, I don't feel like there's much of a difference on either side. I feel like they still look glowy and dewy on the face. Like, I still have a luminous glow to my face. I feel like they're exactly the same. So I didn't read what the claim said earlier for either of the foundations, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So for the Nars one, it has a 4.0 star online, and it says this foundation provides full natural looking coverage with unexpectedly weightless 16-hour wear, highly pigmented and perfectly balanced. This breakthrough formula builds and blends effortlessly with just one drop. So as far as the foundation, I didn't use one drop. I used two. The Nars foundation has more of a liquidy consistency, as to the Creme Shop foundation, it has more of thicker consistency. It's liquidy as well, but it's more of a thicker consistency. Let's read the claims on the Creme Shop. It just says it's lightweight, buildable foundation, softens appearance of imperfections for a bright, even tone complexion. So as far as the prices go, this one is $17.99. The Creme Shop one is $17.99, and you do get a bit more product than the Nars foundation. I think that it's just the packaging's just a little bit more bulkier, or not bulkier, but a little bit taller, but you do get less foundation. The Nars foundation, the price on that one is $49. So $49 compared to $17.99. That's a $31 difference. So you could be getting two of the Creme Shop foundations for the price of one Nars foundation. $17.99 still is a lot for, it's still a lot for it being a drugstore foundation, but it's still not above the $20 mark. So I feel like it's still pretty good. I feel like these are really good, both really good foundations. I feel like this is definitely a dupe. The Creme Shop foundation is definitely a dupe for the Nars foundation. The only differences, of course, that I told you were the consistency, and maybe the packaging's slightly a little bit bigger and stuff like that. But other than that, I feel like they're both really good foundations. I feel like they held up pretty well throughout the day. The Nars one isn't coming off at all. It did settle into my fine lines. On both sides it settled into my fine lines, but it doesn't look like cakey or anything, so that's a good thing. I feel like they're really good foundations. If you're trying to save some money, I definitely just go with the Creme Shop foundation. It's a perfect dupe for the Nars Luminous All Day Weightless foundation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching my videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys in my next video.